I want to introduce you to somebody special. Hey, Connie,
Okay,
how are you?
I'm good. Okay, let me step
come
over
on
this
over
wire.
here.
Okay.
This is Connie Sanchez. She's the director of the new play Amon that I wrote. We're in the Artisan Center Theater, and
Yes.
I just got to tell you how excited I am that you've taken on this project. Because if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't even happen. Because you were supposed to direct You Can't Take It With You,
Right.
and you said, I want to do this one instead. And I mean, I dreamed of somebody like you coming along and rescuing me, a first-time playwright. What happened that made you want to switch plays right in the middle of the season?
Well, first of all, thank you. That I don't. Well, the opportunity was presented to me by Deanne Blair, and it just seemed like a great opportunity, a great play. I mean, I hadn't read it, but just the premise, and I've never directed a world premiere, and that's exciting. And then of course working with my dear friend Kelvin,
Right, who plays Amon?
who plays Amon, and he's amazing. And it was just exciting and thrilling, and so it was
great.
like yes, I'll do it.
And you've directed 100 plays, from what I read, and you've been a teacher for 30 years, most in the Birdville ISD,
Yes, mostly at Haltom High School, 26 years at
and
Haltom High School.
taught English and drama.
Yes.
And most of probably the plays that you've produced and directed have been by authors who are dead or away in Los Angeles or
Yes,
New York.
yes.
You never met Thornton Wilder, and you probably did Our Town, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So what's it like to have a director like breathing down, a writer like me breathing down your neck? And
Well, actually, you've been amazing, just because you are so giving, and you're just so open to the process, and I don't know, I love your energy, and I think the excitement that you bring to this and that you've shared just makes it even better.
thank
It's
you.
nice to be able, like when I've had questions about something in the script, to just text you and you clarify. That's kind of been neat. What I hope is that I and Kelvin, that we together have realized your vision.
I'm not worried. So what you've done is really kind of miraculous, because for the past couple of months you're directing it, you've been doing the set design, and which is a very complicated set, I think, for a simple play, one-man play. And you're also doing the script doctoring and the costuming. I mean, everything. So when I wrote letters to all the theaters in North Texas asking them to take a look at my script, I even wrote in there, this script doesn't have any technical attributes, because I want to work with a director who's technically inclined to improve it, and that turned out to be you. I didn't know who it would be, but you're also doing all the technical with Rick Blair, the producer, which is all the stuff. That's going to be a lot of going on, right?
Yes, there's a lot. And now my husband, Ray, he's helping with some of the technical images as well. So there is, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing that we have Rick and Ray, because I know what I want, but I don't know how to make that computer do it. I don't know how to make the computer do the things that it needs to do. I know what images I want, so it's been great to have their help as well. And so, but I don't know, I guess in high school, as a high school theater teacher, you wear many hats. You wear the hat of classroom teacher, and then you wear the hat of designer and director, and paint the set and help build the set, and of course Kelvin and I did that together as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work. You really have spent hundreds of hours on this play, maybe even more than I have. And you found some small errors, fortunately no big errors in the script, and you've been able to really help me with the ending, which I struggled with, and you helped me rewrite it. And all the decisions that you made, I've been really impressed with. And you own this play. It's really yours as much as mine. And I'm just really fortunate that I got to have you on this, because, I think your instincts are really dead on. And I like the way you're kind of a tough director. You know what you want, and you get your actors to do exactly. And when they don't, you remind them, and you work with them and practice and practice. And so, what's it like working with Kelvin now? Just two of you guys have been friends forever. You've done plays together, but here you are in really the play of your lives. What's that like?
Oh, it's fabulous. I mean, we have a great time in rehearsal. I mean, we were very focused because, 52, 53 pages of dialogue That's a lot.
I know.
He
I
has-
apologize for that.
Well, that's all on Kelvin. I mean, because he has had to memorize all of that and has just done a miraculous job. And so we have, of course, moments of great levity where we laugh and then some of those things that you mentioned, tweaking things in the script that we're able to do together, and what would you say? What would Amon say? You know, he's embodied the character of Amon so well. It's like, well, what do you think? What do you think Amon would say right here?
Yeah. And so, what do you think of Amon now that you've studied him for the past few months?
Oh, I wish I could have met him. He just seems like, well, I mean, the life of the party a little bit. I just can imagine when he walks into a room that he just has, or had an amazing presence, had, and just I know he's tough. He refers to himself as a strong arm. He has a strong arm, but he's also got a heart too. And I identify with him. I know what I want.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wanted an extra 30 feet. I mean, I want this picture. I mean, I want a photo of the star telegram that looks like this. So I understand that, and that he didn't back down on those dreams, I guess, those goals for Fort Worth. I wish I didn't. I mean, I grew up in Fort Worth, in the Diamond Hill area. A stone's throw away from the stockyards, and I didn't even know this man. I mean, you just didn't hear. I mean, you heard his name.
Right.
You heard Carter Blood Bank.
Right.
I didn't think. I mean, Camp Carter. It didn't. All of those things growing up.
So
it didn't
many.
dawn on me. Oh, this is all the same person. This is.
Right.
You heard Carter Riverside. I mean,
His high school. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Stadium.
Right.
The mountain.
Yes.
It just
so
keeps
much.
going. Yeah.
And so much that he did, privately to help people.
And you being a lifelong teacher, you get to teach this story now to
Right.
a new generation
Right.
that doesn't know any of this stuff.
Right.
Which I think is great. And Kelvin's a teacher too, so I got two teachers. And I have a little present for you. I want to give this to you on opening night, but I know I would forget. So I'll just pretend it's opening night, and I've got some thank you roses for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
And
That
I
was
just
very sweet.
appreciate
didn't
you.
have to do
So
that.
thank you.
Well,
See you on May 9th through 25th at the Artisan Center Theater for the world premiere of Amon.
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing.